Namaskar, good evening. This is Breaking Ground and I am Swati Joshi. It's time to get the top developments for you in this broadcast. Let me first tell you what is the top focus at 5. After Aam Aadmi Party, CPIM has become the second political party to be named as an accused in a corruption case. The blame game has begun. BJP questions Vijayan's legacy while left claims witch hunt. Next in Deep Dive, we'll talk about Justice Verma. He has, remember, refused to resign. Is impeachment next? We'll break down the details for you. Later in the broadcast, there is no end to controversial statements by motor mouth netas. BJP MLC has now called NIS officer Pakistani. Stringent action is the need of the hour. We'll find out what do you, the Janata, has to say about it. Let's now get you all the stories in detail. As the LDF government in Kerala gears up to celebrate the life and political journey of the Chief Minister of Kerala through a documentary titled Pinarayi, the Legend, his party seems to be entangled in a corruption scandal. Chronicling the tainted legacy is the Enforcement Directorate. Now, the Enforcement Directorate has named the ruling CPIM party's Thrissur district unit in Kerala as an accused in a fresh charge sheet filed by it in the Karuvannur Service Cooperative Bank scam case. Sources say that ED has named a total of 28 entities and individuals in its first supplementary charge sheet filed in this case, and those include the CPIM Thrissur district unit. Its MP K. Radhakrishnan, party MLA AC Moiddin and others have been named as well, taking the total number of accused to 83. Now, this becomes significant as it is only the second instance where the federal probe agency has named a political outfit, where the ED has named a political outfit as an accused under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Last year, it had named the Aam Aadmi Party, which was ruling party in Delhi at the time, as an accused in the liquor scam, in a first of its kind. Now, the ED has claimed that its probe found that bogus loans were sanctioned by the cooperative bank on the same property multiple times without the knowledge of the members of the society. And such loan funds were siphoned off and laundered by the accused beneficiaries. As per sources, according to Enforcement Directorate, the total proceeds of crime in this case are worth about 300 crore rupees. So where does the party, the political party, come in picture? Where does the CPIM come in? ED claims that Benami loans were disbursed by the bank on the instructions of the CPIM district committee members in Thrissur, and the political party in turn received donations in its coffers from such beneficiaries. The charge sheet has armed the opposition that is now gunning for the Pinarayi government.
Karuvannur CPM നേതാക്കളുടെ അറിവോടുകൂടി നേരത്തെ തന്നെ അറിയാം. ED വരുന്നതിന് മുമ്പ് എല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയാം. CPM ജില്ലാ കമ്മിറ്റിയുടെയും ജില്ലാ നേതൃത്വത്തിന്റെയും സംസ്ഥാന നേതൃത്വത്തിന്റെയും അറിവോടുകൂടിയാണ് ഏകദേശം 400 കോടി രൂപ പാവപ്പെട്ടവരുടെ തട്ടിയെടുത്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. അതിൽ CPM സംസ്ഥാന കമ്മിറ്റിക്കും ജില്ലാ കമ്മിറ്റിക്കും ഏരിയ കമ്മിറ്റിക്ക് ലോക്കൽ കമ്മിറ്റിക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും പങ്കുണ്ട്. ആ കാലഘട്ടത്തിൽ അതിന് നേതൃത്വം വഹിച്ച എല്ലാവർക്കും പങ്കുണ്ട്. ഈ കേസ് കൊടുത്തു എന്ന് ഓർത്തിട്ട് ഇവരെല്ലാവരും കുടുങ്ങുമെന്ന് ഞാൻ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നില്ല. അത് തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പ് അടുത്ത ആയതുകൊണ്ട് കഴിഞ്ഞ തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പിന് മുമ്പാണ് ഒന്ന് പിടിമുറുക്കിയത്. ഇപ്പോൾ അടുത്ത ലോക്കൽ ബോഡി തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പും അസംബ്ലി തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പും വരാൻ പോകുമ്പോഴാണ് ഒന്നുകൂടി പിടിമുറുക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത്. അത് ബാർഗെയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു കാര്യമാക്കി മാറ്റും എന്ന സംശയവും പേടിയും ഞങ്ങൾക്കുണ്ട്.
What a shame. The entire party CPIM and its senior leaders, including MPs, have been named in a cooperative bank scam. Instead of having repentance for corruption, there is celebration of corruption. The only thing that the Kerala Communist government has given is misgovernance, is corruption, and is appeasement politics and giving a free hand to radical elements. This is the only achievement of the communist government, and therefore they should call the documentary Lost Decade.
Well, the left party has rejected the allegations leveled by the central probe agency as political conspiracy, witch hunt and a bid to tarnish party's image. Here is what the CPIM has said. Listen in.
കേരളത്തിലെ വിജിലൻസ് അന്വേഷണത്തിന്റെ ഭാഗമായിട്ട് പ്രതിയാക്കപ്പെട്ട ഉന്നത ED ഉദ്യോഗസ്ഥന്മാരുൾപ്പെടെ കേസ് അഭിമുഖീകരിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള ഈ പശ്ചാത്തലത്തിൽ CPIMനെ ഒരു പ്രതിയായി കളയാം എന്നുള്ള ധാരണയോടുകൂടി ED മുന്നോട്ടേക്ക് വന്നിരിക്കുകയാണ്. മാത്രമല്ല, പാർട്ടിയുടെ സമ്മന്നതരായ നേതാക്കന്മാരെയും കുറ്റപത്രത്തിന്റെ ഭാഗമായിട്ട് ചേർത്തുകൊണ്ട് കേസിൽ പ്രതികളാണ് എന്ന് വരുത്തി തീർക്കാനും പ്രചരണം നടത്താനും വേണ്ടിയുള്ള ബോധപൂർവമായ രാഷ്ട്രീയ ഗൂഢാലോചനയാണ് ED യഥാർത്ഥത്തിൽ നടത്തിയിട്ടുള്ളത്.
Well, let's open this up and go across to our guests. We have Advocate Sri Padmanabhan, spokesperson of the BJP, joining us on the broadcast, along with Dr. Jayaraj B, political analyst. Good evening to both of you, and if I come to you first, Dr. Jayaraj. Is this a standard defense every single time a case of corruption is registered and there are individuals that are affiliated to a political party, and this time around the political party itself being named as an accused? The standard defense or excuse is this is nothing but a political conspiracy.
I will not say it as a standard excuse, because for the last 9 years, ED and different agencies are trying to frame the single minister of the Pinarayi Vijayan government, the legendary government of Kerala. Like you said in your title, it's a legendary government.
No, I didn't say legendary government. I was speaking about the documentary title Pinarayi Vijayan, the legend.
Yes, yes. I'm talking about that. That is why that documentary is being made. And another thing is that ED has become themselves a laughing stuff in Kerala, because they started taking bribes and they started extracting money from individual businessmen on their own. Earlier, it was called election department. Like VD Sadishan has pointed out, during the time of the election, certain scams will come and certain lists will come, and after they all vanish into thin air. They don't have grounds. They are just accusations made by the ED or the... So that is what is called election department.
So then allow the investigation to take place. Just allow the investigation to take place.
Yes, yes. For the last 9 years, they have been trying, but no single case has been proved. Not a single case has been proved in Kerala by the ED.
Have the individuals against whom cases been filed?
Or the opposition parties.
Have they been exonerated? Which? No, one second.
See,
if you're pointing out to the liquor scam in the national capital, if you're pointing out to the liquor scam in the national capital, the individuals who've been named by the agency have not been exonerated by court. Have they been exonerated?
That's a different thing.
Has the case been dismissed?
It's a different thing. But in Kerala, it is different. For the last 9 years, I'm talking about the last 9 years, not a single government. This is the second term of the Pinarayi government, and it's going to be 3.0 government, another government by the Pinarayi
for that,
itself.
Sir,
now,
for that you'll have to wait for the elections to take place and to see what the mandate of the people is. Let me bring in Mr. Padmanabhan. Mr. Padmanabhan, the accusation is that the BJP always uses the investigating agencies as tools to target the opposition. That is exactly what the BJP is doing in this case as well. Respond.
In Karuvannur case, it was the police department of Kerala which took the registered FIRs, not one FIR, FIRs, and there was an investigation, and few people were arrested, both from the official side of the bank, also from the administrative side of the bank. The administrative side consists of local politicians, and the official side consists of employees working there. So that case is going on. Now, what the ED is investigating is only the money laundering issue. So, there is a criminal case which has been charged, and where the charge sheet has been already filed by the police department, which is headed by Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan. So, Pinarayi Vijayan's own department has charge sheeted few persons. Now, beyond that, there is money laundering. Some people have made profits from the illegal activities which they have done in the bank, and that has been extended to some political parties, big leaders also. So BD was behind the money trail, and they got it, and they have filed the charge sheet. Now it's for the court to decide whether it is correct or wrong. And regarding the allegations against one officer of the ED, see, nobody has been arrested. What is preventing them from arresting that officer?
All right, let me bring in
allegation.
Okay, let me bring in Mr. Jayaraj. Mr. Jayaraj, please respond to that. So, is the state police also acting at behest of the center? Is the state police also involved in this witch hunt that the left claims?
See, it is not what Ananda Padmanabhan was saying is not 100% correct, because there are scams in certain cooperative banks in Kerala. The banks held by the BJP people are also under investigation. The whole process is under investigation in Kerala. So there are certain corrupt leaders in BJP
Okay.
27 banks under the BJP rule is under investigation. Nobody is talking about that.
So when BJP is involved, then it is a case of corruption.
Nothing regarding with the money laundering
So
case.
when netas affiliated to the BJP are involved, it's a case of corruption. But when it's about the netas affiliated to the left, then it becomes witch hunt. Is that what you're saying?
No. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's a political vendetta.
Why
They are
political
using the
vendetta?
PBB. Yes. This is a political vendetta by the ruling party, the BJP of the central government. They have been targeting the leaders of the state CPM for a long time. They have been using the government. The earlier governor was being used by there. Now it's a good governor is ruling here. But before that, Arif Muhammad Khan, another controversial government, was always taking.
No, but Dr. Jayaraj, this will have to be proven in the court. This will have to be proven in the court. Just before that, how can you give a clean chit to individuals who have come under the scanner of the Enforcement Directorate? Is this just because? Is this just because in this case it's the left?
For the last 9 years, during the time of the election, these things come up, and one or two leaders of the CPIM is being accused. It is only accusations, false accusation made against the CPIM.
But let the courts decide that. That's what I'm saying. Allow the courts to decide whether it's just an accusation, whether there is a lot more to that, whether there is a money laundering angle or not. Why don't you allow the courts to take a call?
Election department, not enforcement department, but it is the election department of the BJP. The CBI, they are using the CBI also. They are using other investigative agencies for tainting the good government.
Dr. Jayaraj, all I'm saying is allow the courts to take cognizance. Let's wait for the courts. Let's see what the court has to say. Before that itself, you are jumping to conclusions saying this is political conspiracy, that this is a witch hunt. But let me take a comment from Mr. Padmanabhan. Mr. Padmanabhan, these things happen just before elections. That's what the Bharatiya Janata Party does. Please rebut.
See, this happened some 5 or 6 years ago. The allegations regarding the misappropriation of the depositors' money in Karuvannur Bank, these allegations were raised by the depositors. And then this became an issue. Then police registered FIR. People belonging to CPM and CPI, they were arrested. Then the investigation went on and chargesheet was filed. Then only the ED came into picture. Meanwhile, 1 or 2 elections went by. Now again, elections are going to come. See, elections will come and go. That's a different matter. But investigation was going on even under the local police, the police department of Kerala, headed by Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan. Now the money trail and the PMLA Act, that is involved. That is only being investigated by the ED. So meanwhile, I agree. Elections have come, elections have gone. Some elections LDF has won, some they have lost.
So you're saying there's no connection to election? You're saying there's no connection to election. Okay, Dr. Jayaraj, but you've dodged that question I asked you earlier about the investigation that was carried out by the state police. Now, when the money laundering angle comes in, of course, the ED will step in. So is the state police also taking orders from the center in this case and involved in the larger conspiracy that you're talking about against the left leaders?
Yes, it's a larger conspiracy against the leaders by the ED.
So state police is also involved.
The police department is investigating certain discrepancies happened in the bank. Certain discrepancies by the investors, point out by the investors, is being investigated by the state police. But the ED come into and they are acting as to find out any money laundering case. Even the headquarters of the CPM is being taken into custody. Their bank accounts has been freezed and different other things happened before the last Lok Sabha election. Now new elections coming up and by-election is coming up. Otherwise the Panchayat elections also coming up. Then also
But elections will keep happening. That's what Mr. Padmanabhan is saying, that the investigation began 5 or 6 years back. When the discrepancies came to fore, that's when the state police started investigating. And when the money laundering angle came into picture, the ED stepped in. But you're not answering the question.
Yes, the money laundering case, they are framing it. Okay. There is no such money laundering happening in any of the
Let the agency decide that, Dr. Jayaraj, and after that, let's see what the court has to say about the money laundering angle. Is this just a cooked up angle by the Enforcement Directorate, or money laundering actually took place? Let the courts decide before jumping to conclusions. Let the courts go through the case that has been made by the Enforcement Directorate. Let's see what are the kind of evidence that they provide to the court, and let's wait for the court's verdict on that before jumping to conclusions, before giving clean chits. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us on the broadcast.